What's going on, everybody? Pardon my clutter here. I got some visual aids for today, but obviously we're talking about the Razer Cobra Pro, which is the hot topic of debate over the past few days. I wanted to make a full blown video for this, but I've been feeling pretty under the weather. So anytime I would try to go, make that happen, it just wasn't working out, and I decided to put up just a simple review, sort of first look, my thoughts, and then maybe put something else together here later in the week, combined with talking about my thoughts about the 4K and the dongle and all that stuff. But obviously, I've been playing with it for about a week. It's been a while since I've used the Viper Mini shape, and I got to be honest, getting back into it was a lot of fun. I kind of noticed pretty immediately that I was having a lot of fun with the shape, and just really enjoying using that kind of sort of claw fingertip hybridish style grip that I use with the Viper Mini. But it's been I can't even remember. In fact, I gave my original Viper Mini away because I had moved on to the Viper Ultimate and that sort of thing. But just getting back into playing with this shape was a lot of fun. Of course, everybody's talking about the weight, 77 grams. That's a pretty hefty weight for a mouse this small. It feels like old school, style mice, which is definitely a bummer. But I've been playing, just as good as I do with stuff like my Starlight, and as much as I love this mouse, I play just as good with this. Of course, I do wish it was as light as the Starlight. I think Razer could absolutely make something like that happen. And it's, of course, a bummer that they don't or haven't. But, they claim that we're not going to see any, they have no current plans to release any other mice with this shape, which obviously bums a lot of people out because this shape isn't identical to the Viper Mini. I believe it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit wider, but not by much. Literally, I think we're talking about a millimeter in height at the hump, and then a millimeter at the grip width, probably likely due to the grips that are installed. But it is very much, the Viper Mini shape, very much so. But Razer's not doing themselves any favor. But again, telling people, oh, hey, there's going to be a lightweight version of the Viper Mini in a wireless. It's coming. Then they released the Viper Mini Signature Edition, which people were not thrilled with, despite the fact that you can't even get it. Going from a budget mouse like the original Viper Mini to a mouse that's so expensive and so hard to come by, you can't even buy one. That's certainly not what the community was looking for. So obviously everybody was upset. At that point, they said, guys, we understand this isn't what you're looking for. There will be more mice, or there will be another version of the Viper Mini Wireless coming in the near future. Then they released this, which has a completely different name, and they state that they have no current plans to release any other mice with this shape. Then they've said that, oh, no, this is not the Viper Mini Wireless. So I don't know. It sounds like a real mess to me. And I certainly feel everybody's pain. If you go back and watch any of the videos surrounding the Viper Signature Edition on my channel, you'll know that I had to eat my hat a lot. I was wrong. I did not want to believe that Razer would release something like the Signature Edition at such a high price point and at such a limited edition, given that, there's this small contingency of people that really, really, really want a low-cost Viper Mini wireless. But I was obviously very wrong about that. At that point, they again mentioned this mythical Viper Mini wireless that was supposed to come out in the near future. Then the Cobra Pro starts leaking. I say, guys, this isn't it. This isn't it. I obviously am very wrong about that, although who knows. But I don't know. I kind of really don't know what to say at this point other than it's probably best to just move on. I've been enjoying using the mouse, but if you can't get around the 77 grams or the $130 price point, right? Like that's pretty steep. That's a long way from, the $40 price point of the original Viper Mini. Now, obviously, it being wireless, it's not going to be that cheap. But I was really hoping, I would have thought that if Razer, was really listening to the community and giving them what they want, they would release the toned down version, going with the, probably not even the Viper V2 internals, maybe even just the Viper Ultimate internals or something, and releasing a Viper Mini wireless at say $100. I guess maybe 120, but then you're pushing Cobra pricing, but and get rid of everything like the dock support, RGB, the need for this redesign, and just release that shell with minimal interference. But it really feels like kind of the worst of everything, right? We've got this like overproduced version similar to something like the Basilisk, which now I understand there are people out there that enjoy this and probably don't even care. You got to imagine for everybody who's, browsing Reddit, there's probably 10 people that go into a Best Buy just looking for, oh, hey, what's this mouse? And just pick up whatever. But that's kind of the thing is like, they don't care. Likely, right? They're looking for somebody like or a company like Razer to tell them, hey, this is what's good, and the community is telling Razer, hey, this is what's good. The lightweight, the no RGB. I thought we got away from RGB on mice, and but apparently not. And I'm not even the kind of person that dislikes RGB. I don't even mind like something like the RGB on the dock. I think the RGB on the dock is cool. You'll see I've got quite a bit of RGB going. You'll have to excuse the glass. It's been a while since I've cleaned. I've been long rocking the Razer Lian Li case, so I'm not opposed to RGB. And yet, just if I had to choose between RGB in my mouse or weight, I'll take the weight. So kind of is what it is. For the time being, I'm going to be playing with this. I'm going to see, if that 77 grams is really something I can live with. I will likely, be making some weight reductions to it, which doesn't feel like a thing I need to be doing in 2023. But thankfully, Bearded Bob, just released his weight reduction video. So there's at least a pretty decent guide to go by. And then we'll see, if I'm really performing that much better with the 4,000 hertz polling rate and this shape, maybe I'll look into picking up the Viper Mini SE, but, I'm not going to hold my breath for the time being. And obviously, it's pretty understandable that most people don't want to do that. So, I would say that if the Viper Mini is really, really your end game shape, unfortunately, this is the best we've got right now, unless, you want to go the route of spending the, $400, which realistically, if you, spend the $130, I think you can get them bundled. I think you can get it bundled with the dock on Razer's website for like 160 or something, which is somewhat better. But like honestly, at that point, right? Like if you can get the Viper Mini SE at least at retail, it probably makes a lot more sense to do so. But obviously, people don't want to wait. Like they're tired of waiting. So to tell people to, hey, wait longer is a pretty cruddy thing to do. But for now, I'll be using this because I just don't see myself plopping down the, $300. If I'm lucky, more likely $400 for the Viper Mini SE. And then after that, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I will say that the Ultralight X's are right around the corner, August 1st, and Finalmouse is promising, a relatively in stock item. We'll see how that goes, but I am very much looking forward to the Ultralight X release. And given that those will also have the 4K polling rate for wireless, also 8K too. I think I haven't seen specifics. I think they said 8K for wireless, which would really be a game changer, but we'll see what happens there. But I will certainly be back to my Finalmouse before long, whether it's from the Ultralight X or just going back to this shape and this weight, because I really just love it so much. But we'll see. But for now, I'll definitely be using the Cobra Pro for the foreseeable future and seeing how much this 4K polling rate stacks up, and if this shape really is as good as I remember it. So that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Drop a like or a subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video.